At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Okay. That's actually a little bit of a surprise. I expected it to be a little bit thicker.
To Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay, 120 FPS.
120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
What?
The LCD screen is more
120 FPS on the Switch?
providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
God, that's crazy.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect.
That's nuts.
Strong magnets keep the
I
controller
was hoping for
firmly attached
60,
to the
but
system.
120?
Easily by
At what
pressing the release
resolution?
button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger.
Okay,
Greater
thank God.
comfort and
That's
control
I never really used it, but
Joy-Con 2 held
the
horizontally.
first time I tested that shit out, they really did need larger
The
buttons.
left and right sticks are now larger. Each
Mouse
Joy-Con
controls.
2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
You gotta
The
be
left and
fucking
right
with
Joy-Con
me.
2 support mouse controls. By adjusting the audio balance
How?
between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer
Hold
and
up,
more
hold up.
natural in handheld and
Hold
tabletop.
on, I gotta see something. How are they using the Joy-Con as a mouse though? Is there a laser right there? Oh yeah, there is, right here. It's gotta be, the laser's gotta be right here. Okay, that's how they're doing it. Okay, cool.
Bigger for greater comfort and control. Uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You
I
can
know
move
they
it
got a
freely,
lot of
like this.
complaints about the stand, that cheap-ass stand that they got in the original Switch.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Good, very good. Definitely
It's
needed.
handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
That they were gonna have to do that so that way you could
Tabletop mode.
run the you could charge it and use the camera. They were gonna have to.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Oh,
8
fantastic.
times that of Nintendo Switch for storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
Oh, thank
Reading
you.
and writing data is also faster.
Now I don't need an SD card for it.
Use
4K?
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR.
Wait,
is
go
also
back. What does that say? Even if the software does not support 4K resolution natively, it's possible to upscale and output 4K if the television supports it. Very, very nice.
for
And
compatible
it's
games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
oh, that's nuts. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh my God, Nintendo is
The
coming out
Nintendo Switch
swinging
2
with
dock
this
has a
thing.
built-in fan that keeps your system.
They said they tired of being the bitch,
Performance
the little kid in gaming. And it's got a built-in fan? Oh, they came out swinging
On
with this
Nintendo
thing.
Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
I was kind of on the fence about this, but I mean, yeah, I might have to get this. I might have to buy one. Have to save up for it.
As you just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features.
I want to see
And
how that
to
mouse
help
looks
players
on
better
with a
understand
game.
the Switch 2 hardware.
Like, what does it look like to
we're
hold
currently
it?
developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Oh, this is cool.
There are
This
a
is
lot of
really,
question mark
really
icons
cool.
here. Let's examine them.
I think the other consoles should do something like this, like have a tour, like mini game thing that's like free on their Play Store or whatever, and you can go literally walk inside of the system and see how it works.
It reads, where are the magnets? The Joy-Con 2 controllers attach to the system with magnets, and those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system.
So
A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
what I wonder about that is, like, what is the strength level of those buttons? So is there, like, I'm sure they've tested it out, but I wonder, like, how many times can you take it apart or put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off before those buttons start to, like, you know, pull out and eventually, like, one of them pops off, like the tabs on the inside eventually break or something. Like, I wonder how sturdy that'll be.
Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2.
Hell, you can't even do that with a regular mouse.
By combining the mouse
Can you?
controls and
I
gyroscopes,
don't think you can do that with a
things
regular
like
mouse.
this are possible.
Although I never played a game that'll
There are
let you
secrets
do
to
that.
discover even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day
Whoa,
as
wait,
Nintendo
what?
Switch 2.
Hold up. Hold up, Nintendo. Come on. Why you making motherfuckers pay for that shit? Why I gotta pay for it? Just make it free on your on the Nintendo store. Why would you make it pay? Well, depend how much is it? Hold on. How much is it? If it's like $10, all right. Do not make this like a $30
So please check it out
purchase.
if you're interested.
I'm gonna have to look that up after this.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles. It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's
Okay,
now red
that's good.
and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Excellent.
Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a
Is that
different type of SD
proprietary?
card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
Hold on, is that a thing? Micro SD Express, like, is that something proprietary to Nintendo, or is that something that you can just go buy? Because if that's something proprietary to just Nintendo, while I understand the business sense of that, I don't like that. Because I hate when companies make something that you have to use their thing for it, and you can't just pop in any SD card that you want to use. Like the PlayStation, they had their own not SD cards, their own NVMEs that you could buy, if I remember right, but you could also just buy any other one and put it in there. It may not be as fast as what they had, but you could still use whatever you wanted to. I'm curious. A micro SD Express. Okay, so it already is a thing. Okay, then cool. Then we're good.
The
We're good.
regular
It's
micro
not.
SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible. Additionally,
It's
to
not,
transfer
it's not
data from
proprietary.
Switch to Switch 2,
That's
you
good.
can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more. We're also releasing a new Pro Controller. It has a C button, which launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
That's kind of cool.
And now, the Nintendo Switch
This
2
dude's
launch date.
suit is so big.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Oh wow, that's pretty
We're
soon.
very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Got another like what, 2 months?
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. Type is
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay, so those are
These
the
games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on
Okay.
Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the
So-
third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more.
Oh, okay. They taking a page out of PlayStation's book.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super
Oh, it's gonna be interesting to see how people feel about that, because I remember people were mad at PlayStation. There were a lot of people that were upset about PlayStation doing that, where they would re-release games, or because they did it with what Ghost of Tsushima. People were mad that you could buy the PS5 version of the game for like, if you had already bought it, you could pay like $10 to get the upgrade or whatever.
Mario Party Jamboree.
It's gonna be interesting to see how people
Please
react
take
to
a
that. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking out. I'm gonna be checking out Twitter after this.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting
People
an
gonna be
upgrade on
pissed.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Jeez, man, this is a long thing. Breath of the Wild, Nintendo Switch 2 editions. Oh, they're finally gonna have it at 60 FPS. That's great.
Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics. Plus,
Well, that's good.
you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This
Zelda
new feature
Notes.
can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed.
Oh, that's nice. I would use that. Then I don't have to look up a guide on YouTube.
Using QR codes and send them to another player
Tell me
to
where they
create
all are.
their game.
Oh, oh, this is okay. Fam, they needed this with the game released. They needed this because so many people were like making videos on how to make different like bikes and aircraft and stuff like that, and you had to like go in your game and do it, and now you can just send it out. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you. Man, Nintendo is listening
We hope these features
About
will make your
freaking
adventures
time.
even more enjoyable.
for that.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. In addition to standard controls,
Oh,
you
this
can
is how they use the
controls
mouse.
for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
Huh. Huh. Okay. I mean, I like that. I like that. You got better aiming control. I wonder how that's gonna feel like with one, you know, doing mouse and like half mouse, half controller gameplay. I wonder if that'll feel like weird. It's interesting.
Plus, you can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD at 120 frames per second.
Oh my god. You serious? Performance. Oh my god. Even quality mode. 4K 60 FPS. Oh my god, that is insane.
Second.
That's nuts.
From these two modes, both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
That's nuts, man.
Plus, Pokémon ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year.
Oh, it looks so much better.
Receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
That looks so much better than how Scarlet and Violet looked.
You can enjoy
those games looked, as far as quality, looked like ass.
And frame rate.
This looks so much better, so much more polished.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade package.
They on that PlayStation shit.
I hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Oh, people gonna be mad.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.